Hello.
Hello.
What is your name?
My name is Steph Phipps.
All right. And before coming here, what were your undergrad and grad school degrees?
So I have graduate degrees in human relations or human resources from the University of Oklahoma. I have a master's of business administration and MBA from Oklahoma Christian, and I have a PhD from Oklahoma State University.
Okay. And amongst all of that, what year did you start at Spears?
So I started with Spears the fall of 22.
Okay. What courses do you teach for Spears?
I teach management, fundamentals of management. I teach corporate strategy, and I teach professional development.
Okay, perfect. And so in between all that, did you go straight into school? Did you have any industry experience?
Yeah, no, I spent about 20 years in corporate, specifically oil and gas for the majority of the time, but in executive leadership roles. I was vice president of human resources and strategy for about 16 years.
Okay. You had mentioned HR.
Yes.
What do you think are some of the 3 things students should remember when going into a company?
If students are looking for companies that they're interested in going to, or once they get a new position with a company, the number one thing is to make sure that the corporate culture and their objectives are aligned, both their personal objectives as well as their business objectives, because the more those are in alignment, the better and the happier the employee is going to be, the more engaged they'll be, and likely the more opportunities they'll get in that organization. So in order to find a company that you'll fit well into, you need to spend some time on the front end and do some research. Not only go out and look at their website, read if there's any news stories about that company, read about that, and then if you can, reach out to people that work there. If you have family or friends that maybe have acquaintances in that organization, the more you can learn about the organization, the more you will know, and that way when you go in, you'll be armed with questions that can lead you down a path to make the decision, or at least you'll know going in what to expect. And then once you get in the organization, again, the work is going to be a large part of the success that you have there, but the other piece is making sure that you are aligned with the values. So organizations have cultures that have a set of values, and obviously people do too. And when those values are aligned, and you understand what corporate social responsibility or CSR, kind of where those values land for organizations. Some organizations are very devoted to diversity in the workforce, some are very devoted to community outreach, some are devoted to environmental. Understanding what's important to you and then understanding how that aligns with the company that you're going to work for can be very helpful.